It's been really difficult to hire writers. And when using third-party writing services that produce excellent standalone pieces of content, when I want to create like a whole batch of content, it's really difficult to have continuity throughout the entire piece. Like they don't really get like that the full picture when they end up writing like the entire bucket themselves. Before Workello, the hiring process was straight up awful. It was the worst. I remember having like all of these Google Drive spreadsheets set up to track like who I responded to and who I thought was decent. And it was extremely laborious. And ultimately, it just really turned me off on the whole process of hiring writers to begin with, which is why I really just migrated to using third-party content services and just had them manage the writers, and I would just send them the content that I wanted to write. But that comes at a cost. Embarrassingly, being probably one of the earliest adopters of the Workello platform, to date, I've only hired 2 writers, but they're amazing, and the process was extremely simple and very fast. And I'm really excited about my ramp-up process to hire more writers for another website that I'm working on right now. It's just made the entire process flow so much more smoothly and a lot more seamless. It's 0 friction points at all throughout every single step of the process. It's really amazing. And the quality of writers that I've been able to find, these 2, they're a gold mine. Like I don't have to spend any time editing their content. I just give them the topic and the direction, and they go. Like they write extremely well. And I feel like Workello's done an excellent job of helping me quickly sift through all of the prospects and find just people who truly love to write. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. I want people who love to write. They write extremely well. They're engaging. I don't have to teach them how to write in an engaging fashion. That's just how they write naturally. And it's awesome. It's really awesome. My name is Dane. I live in Hawaii. I have 2 main businesses. One is a brick and mortar marketing agency, and the other owns and operates a number of websites. The 2 writers that I've found so far are absolutely stellar. Like one of the writers that I found that I hired, her intro paragraph just like naturally had a hook in it. It had solid data points. And this is for like submission for a test article, a really short 400-word piece. And in like half a second, I knew like, this is someone who passes all my assessments that I want to hire, that I want to retain for the long term and keep and have as a part of my agency. So that was fantastic. I'm really, really thankful. Like if I had to boil down like something that's necessary for anybody who's trying to grow a content business or even in SEO, content is always like usually the largest part of anyone's budget. And then hiring the writers and managing them and maintaining them becomes like the most laborious part of running a successful SEO campaign, usually. And Workello has become like so essential in this. I can't imagine ever hiring a writer again without it. If you produce any content at all, Workello is going to become one of the most critical and necessary components of your operation. Like hands down, bar none. If and you're interested in growing a content business or producing content for a client, you have to find solid writers. And Workello is hands down the best, if not the only option out there. It's also the easiest to use and the most seamless, definitely necessary. So would strongly recommend for sure, like 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I don't know how math works, but yeah,